My name's Steph. I'm 16, and this is my story. I met this boy Jake when I was 14. He'd just moved to my school. He wasn't like the other boys, he was confident and really good looking. All of the girls wanted to be with him, but he chose me. He started messaging me all the time. It made me feel special. He would tell me I was beautiful, and he made me feel so good about myself. He asked me to be his girlfriend, and of course I said yes. I felt so lucky. All my friends were so jealous of our relationship. He would give me presents and always want to spend time with me. He told me he loved me, and we'd only been together a week, but I felt the same. We couldn't bear to be apart from each other. My best friend Akila didn't understand why we spent so much time together, and she should have been happy for me. Jake said she was just jealous because she didn't have a boyfriend, and why would I want to be friends with someone like that? What Jake said made sense, so I stopped hanging out with her as much. I didn't mind because I had Jake and he was all I needed. He was so much more than just a boyfriend. He was my best friend and even helped me pick out outfits. I'd never had a boyfriend before, and he explained to me how all boys think. He helped me to change my clothes so boys wouldn't stare at me and make me feel uncomfortable. It was easier as well because I didn't have to spend my time doing makeup anymore. He said he missed me when I wasn't with him, like when I went to the doctor's or my aunt's wedding, and wanted me to text him photos of where I was. He would get really angry when I didn't text him back straight away, but he said he was just worried about me and wanted to check I was safe. I didn't mind when he got angry because he always made it up to me after, and it was my fault anyway. One day, I saw on Snapchat everyone at school went to a party on the weekend, but we weren't invited. Jake's friend Liam said it was because there's always drama when we're together. Jake said the drama was always my fault. I wasn't shocked he said that, but it made me think of when we first met, and he never said anything bad about me. Now everything is my fault and I can never do anything right. I'm useless. At least, that's what he said. Then Mum said we were going to Spain for 2 weeks. When I first got to Spain, Jake would text and call me constantly, get annoyed if I didn't answer because of no signal. Mum heard me crying at night about it and I told her everything. She took my phone away and I was upset and stressed because I was so scared of how Jake would react when I got home. After a few days of not having my phone, I started to feel relieved because I didn't have to constantly check it and make sure I never missed a message. I started to realise that I wasn't happy with Jake and was living my life in constant fear even though he never physically hurt me. I started to wear what I wanted to when I was on holiday and I even wore makeup. I felt like myself again. Jake had once told me I couldn't leave him because he said I would never get another boyfriend, but now I realised it wasn't true. When I got home, Mum gave me back my phone and I had hundreds of messages and missed calls from him. The messages were saying awful things about me. I realised then that I had to end it. I called and told him I was breaking up with him. He cried and told me if I did that he would harm himself and that I could never leave him. Thankfully, I felt strong enough to still end it and block his number. But I know that not everyone feels that way. If I'd never gone on holiday, I never would have realised what was happening. He was so manipulating, but I just thought he cared and loved me. I always thought an abusive relationship had to involve violence, but now I see that emotional abuse is just as bad.
If this is happening to you, or you feel you might be entering into an abusive relationship and are not sure, you can contact Kirklees, Coldsdale and Wakefield Rape and Sexual Abuse Centre for support and speak to someone on the helpline.